This is just a sample of the audiobook. To get the complete audiobook, access the link posted in the first comment.
The president, nonetheless, conceded that his rhetoric had contributed to the crisis. "Last month," he began, in a rather jocular tone as several people chuckled in the background, "I said we weren't going to accept offensive missiles in Cuba, and last month I should have said we don't care. But when I said we're not going to, and then they go ahead and do it, and then we do nothing," he suddenly became very somber. "Then I would think that our risks increase. They've got enough to blow us up now anyway," he added gloomily. "After all, this is a political struggle as much as military." JFK again pondered announcing the discovery of the missiles before taking military action. Martin warned that once the secret is out, you're going to have a ton of instability in this country, unless you act quickly. "Oh, I understand that," JFK retorted. Taylor and McNamara pointed out that the missiles might be hidden quickly or fired between an announcement and an attack. Under-Secretary of State George Ball urged a warning, more for the appearance than for the reality, since the Soviets would never accept an ultimatum. A limited strike on the missiles, JFK contended, was politically more defensible than a general airstrike into the city of Havana. "Now I know the chiefs say, well, that means their bombers can take off against us. In that event," Bundy argued firmly, "they have made a general war. The political advantages of a small strike," he continued, "are very strong. It corresponds to the punishment fits the crime, in political terms. We are doing only what we warned repeatedly and publicly that we would have to do." JFK finally concluded that plans should move forward for the general airstrike, which did not preclude deciding later to do only the limited strike. RFK asked again, "Does that encompass an invasion?" "No," the president replied firmly. "I'd say that's the third course." JFK did agree to Dillon and Taylor's insistence on including the SAM sites in a general air attack to clear access to the airfields. McNamara, sensing JFK's uneasiness about a general strike, advised waiting for new photography. "The president does not have to make any decision except the decision to be prepared." He also recommended preparing a specific strike plan limited to the missiles and the nuclear storage sites. "We ought to provide you that option," Kennedy agreed. Doubts, however, had clearly unsettled the defense chief. "I don't believe," he asserted, "we have considered the consequences of any of these actions satisfactorily, and I'm not sure we're taking all the action we ought to take now to minimize those. I don't know quite what kind of a world we live in after we've struck Cuba, and we've started it."